I think for marketers right now, I think one prediction I would have for social is that this is the year where not 90% of their media spend on social is in Facebook and Instagram specifically. I think you're going to see brands that want to expand out to the TikToks of the world that now are becoming pretty ubiquitous. Being able to dive into places like Reddit and Twitch that's expanding to be a more broad-based channel. So that's certainly a prediction that we're seeing, but I think also you're going to see the expansion of commerce in social. And that's something the Metaverse, I think, could definitely play a part in.
Absolutely. You're going to try on this hat or these shoes virtually, and
you could try on that shirt.
The shirt, yeah.
Before you buy it.
Yeah, and just click
great,
to buy. Thank you. Yeah, so I agree. That could happen. That could develop in a couple of years.
Yeah, it could. So it's something I think we definitely want to take a pulse on, keep our pulse on, but that's certainly going to be an experimental part of the budget. There's still going to be the tried and true things with that 70% of budget. And I think as we like to think about programmatic and changes that we're seeing with measurement, we talk a lot about that. I think the way that we measure campaigns is that brands are really going to start to look at what happened with iOS, the ROAS numbers they were used to seeing in some of their platforms not necessarily being as accurate as the sales that they have. So I think they're going to take a step back with measurement. They're going to look at incrementality a lot more than they're going to look at attribution. They're going to look at
brand favorability, lifts and awareness. And you mentioned the diversification of platforms, and we are seeing that a lot with TikTok stealing share from, for instance, YouTube and Facebook, and Snapchat stealing share. But as they do so, some of those bigger platforms are starting to adopt the same formats that these newer emerging platforms have. So, for instance, short form video, and now you have YouTube Shorts, and everybody has a way for you to have some sort of short form video that you can upload and basically be a content creator. And that will be something to keep an eye on in the future as people become creators across multiple platforms.
And the ease in which you're able to do that, the ease in which commerce can be conducted across multiple platforms, that merge of commerce and content from the device to different screens for the consumer. Maybe that's where this Metaverse type is headed. Maybe it's already there in a lot of ways because of how fluid things are.
Yeah, well, I think in the gaming environment, the Metaverse is probably as real as it is in any other place in the digital ecosystem right now, because people are sharing that experience together all around the world. People are throwing parties, in those environments. So,
for Gen Z and for Generation Alpha that's coming up too, the Fortnite experience is how they've lived their life, right? So that fluidity is something that newer generation's already used to. So as they become have more buying power, become consumers, that seamless integration that you need to have in a digital virtual world is going to be so important.